Rahatsız ediyor mu sende?
Salon dolunca bu problem gider.
Buradan dönüyor zaten. Haydi abi.
Listen to the sound of the reed flute as it is lamenting, for its sound is like the cry coming from the heart of every man or woman. Torn from its origin, the reed bed, the reed longs to return again. Just as we humans are drawn during this life to return to our spiritual origin with the divine.
It's beautiful music. I practiced Sufism for several years, so I recognize the call to prayer and La ilaha illallah, and I'm very much looking forward to the dervishes this evening.
And this is so incredibly beautiful. It just fills me with love, and as I was listening to them singing, I thought, he's calling to God. This is the voice of God, and that's all I knew.
I teach religion, and I love Rumi. I'm a big Rumi fan, and I read that to my students often. So it's nice to hear this wonderful music.
Kültürümüzü burada Amerikalılara göstermiş olmak aslında bizler için gurur kaynağı. İnşallah her sene bunun tekrarlanmasını diliyoruz.
فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان.
It was very moving and very peaceful and relaxing.
Oh, that was so beautiful. That was such a spiritual experience to see you could feel God in there. It was awesome. First time I've seen this, I read about Rumi and I've read the Quran, and other things, but never seen this before. Oh, what a beautiful thing. What a very spiritual experience.
I just felt it was such an intimate spiritual experience, and just watching them, and it just changed everything in the room when they were, the music and everything was just so wonderful.
He was so soaringly in love with God. He once said, "I am in love with love, and love is in love with me."
I am neither Christian, nor Jew, nor Parsi, nor Muslim. I am not of the East, nor of the West, nor of the land, nor of the sea.
Geçen yılda gelmiştik. Bu yıl daha fazla bir talep. Amerika coğrafyasına yayılan bir talep görülüyor. İnşallah bundan sonra da talepleri karşılama fırsatımız olur. Her konser, her ortam başka bir etki. Yani dün Bloomington'daydık malumunuz. Orada da çok güzel şeyler oldu. Daha önce Madison'daydık. Orada da çok güzel şeyler oldu. Yani insanların bir takım şeylere ne kadar aç olduğuna birebir müşahede ediyorsunuz, şahit oluyorsunuz. Bunlar bizim için muazzam bir motivasyon kaynağı.
My name is Dr. William Nottingham. I teach a Christian theological seminary, and I was very impressed because my wife and I have been to Konya and visited the mosque and Rumi Center there. Museum. This is the museum, yeah. We were very impressed then, and we're very impressed now. And we thank whoever is responsible for bringing them to Indianapolis. And anything like that lifts the human spirit and calls us all to love one another is something that is very badly needed in this time.
The sense of spirituality and peace and unity and love that this brings is what this world needs.
later become an instrument.
Listening to poems and music which focus the listener's concentration on God.
thought it was wonderful, very ecstatic, I'm so high now, I don't know what to say. It's just a beautiful experience, smooth, and I just got immersed in it. They did a wonderful job.
Here's a souvenir for you. Thank you from us.
Father Proto-Presbyter Brian Iman, and I'm a Byzantine Catholic priest. And I have seen the Sufti before, the Whirling Dervishes in Turkey, but this time it was very special because this was really a sense of prayer. And you know, the ancient prayer form of traditional Islam, you know, which Eastern Christianity and Islam hold a great deal in common with that understanding. We're the two largest religions on this planet. We have to coexist. And it's better if we coexist in love than coexist or try to, you know, just tolerate each other. But if we love each other, then as we heard about Rumi this evening and elsewhere, that's really one of the things that we need to really work at. And so I heard a great deal in both the prayer and in the meditation brought about through the whirling, some things very similar to the Jesus prayer tradition in Eastern Christianity.
love the idea of that connecting with God and how they do it and get into a trance to get into touch with God. It was absolutely wonderful. The music, the verses from the Quran, the dance, everything was excellent. Absolutely wonderful.
The musicians were very humble, and it was a peaceful experience. I thought it was wonderful. I thought the energy just flowed from the dervishes right through the audience, right through me. I thought it was great. I would recommend it.
I just thought it was wonderfully beautiful. It was a privilege to be able to attend.
I teach world religions at St. Louis University. So I've been interested in this and I really want to see it, and I was just thrilled to have the opportunity to witness it. I've seen videotapes of it, but it's not the same as actually seeing the people do it. And I think it's very important today because there's so much misunderstanding in the world, and I think it's a form of dialogue between religions and between cultures. Hearing the poetry in Persian I thought was wonderful. Hearing the music, the call to prayer, the religious prayers with, 99 names of God. Yeah, and then seeing this ceremony, I think, gave me a deeper appreciation of Islam and an understanding of it. So I was very, very excited about it.
Probably about 6 years ago, a friend of mine was telling me that he was going to do a workshop with a priest on Saturday and Sunday, and Friday night he handed him a book of Rumi poetry. They stayed up till all hours of the night reading the Rumi poetry, and the next morning the priest announced that the workshop was going to be on the poetry of Rumi. And so I thought that's a pretty good recommendation, you know. And so I drove down to the nearest Barnes & Noble, which was 70 miles away, and got a book of Rumi, and I've been reading it ever since. It's just incredible. But I'm also a musician. I play Native American flute, and I use Rumi in my concerts. I actually perform Rumi's poetry.
What's the lowest amount of number, or most amount of people that you have to do this at
Udun, he plays udun. It's a kind of percussion. Yes, and there was an instrument called oud. Kanun